When I am finished, I would like the audience to be formed on the building of and the reasons for the Temple of Artemis. You open your eyes. Looking up, you see the beautiful white marble columns that surround you and the statues that surround them. You blink, and when you open your eyes again, everything has fallen to the bitter remains of what it is today. The remains of the temple tell a beautiful tale about an old civilization, how they lived their lives, and the gods they believed in. Today we will discuss the old civilization that is getting slowly forgotten and one of their greatest monuments. I have done an amazing amount of research and I believe I am fully acquainted with this topic. I not only love Greek but Roman culture as well, and I'm so excited to discuss this topic with you. The marvelous Temple of Artemis was a masterfully constructed monument. Its scale and architecture make it a wonder of our world. It was built in the ancient city of Ephesus, located in present-day Turkey. The main reason for it being voted one of the 7 wonders of the world is for its monumental size and its decoration. It's a sacred building, built on the remains of other temples. It was built using only 2 materials, wood and marble. The main problem during building the massive temple was transportation of materials. The giant columns that formed its base were too mighty to wagon over to the site. Instead, the Greek laid the columns on their sides, attached wheels and oxen, and then would advance toward their destination. This technique was used many times in not only Greek, but the Roman culture as well. The terrain the temple was built on was a marshy swamp-like foundation. Previous smaller monuments proved that the ground could not hold the weight of temples. It was done by the people making a false foundation, kind of like our modern-day concrete. Though the way the ancient people got their 20-meter-high columns to stand up straight is still a mystery, advancements are sure to bring out some sort of answer to this puzzle. Now that we've discussed how it was built, let us now cover how it was destroyed. The temple has been built and rebuilt numerous times, but the beliefs behind it have never truly gone away. The first time the temple was built, it was later destroyed by King Croesus of Lydia. But under a more thorough examination of the site, it has been discovered that the destruction was mainly caused by flooding, although it could have been helped by the 10-year war he started. The next temple that was built was loved and adored by the people, and they worshipped not only Greek gods there, but the temple itself. 4 times the size as the first, the second temple was burned down by an attention-seeking Ephesian. His name was Herostratus. Wanting to be famous, he then went to burn the temple down to the ground. The people were so distraught that they tortured him to death, then went to issue a decree that whoever spoke his name would be put to death. A rumor associated with this crime was that the night the temple fell to the fire was the same night Alexander the Great was born. The legend says that Artemis was so preoccupied with his birth that she could not save her own temple. Let us continue discussing Artemis and who she was. The great Artemis was goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, wild animals, the moon, and chastity, and she was worshipped and adored by her people. Her most famous site was where she watched over mortals and is known as the Temple of Artemis. It was said she built it to bless us with the fertility, but to also give us the sorrow that every living thing must experience. That sorrow would come from the temple being destroyed many times, and the multitude of deaths associated with this beautiful site. She was known for her beliefs that every living thing must experience not only hardships, but also tenderness and appreciation. It was said that she would make women ill and give men diseases and bad harvest, but after all this she would provide them with plentiful things. Artemis gave herself suffering too. She swore to never marry and as to not live a full life. The temple and its goddess were both magnificent and worshipped. The Temple of Artemis, although forgotten, has been through so much and still standing today, although it may be missing a few limbs here and there. This beautiful monument will continue in history until the day we fade away. She cannot be kept quiet and is ready to stand again. And these are my sides.